Good morning, Texhoma, and thanks for joining us. I'm Ashley Fitzwater, and this morning we have quite a treat for you. Now, if you're looking for a job, Texhoma, listen up, or if you know someone who is, this Wednesday, a big job fair here in Texhoma, and we have a lot to get to. Joining me now with the very latest on the second annual Work Hard, Work Smart Job Fair is Yvonne Milner. She is with the Chamber of Commerce. She is the Chamber Services Director, and also BRANDI. She is with Vernon College, and she is the Director of Student Relations. So thank you both for being here this morning.
Thank you.
And I know we have a lot of people to get to. Like I said, the job fair coming up this Wednesday. But Yvonne, really, we just want to kick it off with why the Chamber of Commerce feels, you know, this is so important to put on for our community and really offer for those who are out there so we can get that unemployment number even lower here in our area.
Exactly, Ashley. We want everyone to come out that's looking for a job, or if you have a job and you're not exactly happy with it, this is the time to come out from 2 to 6 at the mall, and there'll be all kinds of businesses out there. We still have a few tables. If there's any business that wants to get a table, the tables are free. There's at least 70 right now that are going to be out there, and we have 2 new businesses coming into town that we're really excited that's going to be part of this job fair that we'll be talking a little bit later. So we're real excited for them, and it's a perfect opportunity for them to find great candidates.
Absolutely. So it's going to be a big day, no doubt, and when we say job fair, show up ready to go, right?
Yes, don't come in jeans and flip-flops. You need to come dressed for success and learn all about there is to know, what to say, what not to say during an interview.
Absolutely, and we're going to get to that. We're going to have some inside secrets on really what you need to know to kind of give you the upper hand this morning. So like I said, pick up the phone right now if you know someone who is looking for a job. This is going to be a great show for you really to take advantage of this morning because, again, this Wednesday, the big job fair in Wichita Falls. Now, BRANDI, Vernon College is one of the sponsors, News Channel 6 as well, of this job fair. And can you tell us really the importance of Vernon College and its connection to maybe even Work Hard, Work Smart?
Sure. Work Hard, Work Smart is housed at Vernon College. They offer a certification that students or potential employees can come and take. It's an assessment that helps them be more marketable to employers in our area. Vernon College's role is to help spread the word to our community about this event and let people know, specifically our students, that there's a lot of job opportunities in our area, and Vernon College is helping to prepare the potential employees for our area employers. We get a lot of requests for things of this nature, and we haven't had many since I've been at Vernon College for the last 4 years. This is a really great opportunity for our students to be able, they've gotten training for a certain career or technical program, and now they can go out and be led to the table and have potential employers available that want to hire.
We've done previous Inside Texhomas focusing really on what Work Hard, Work Smart has to offer, and you talked a little bit about that test. It's such a neat thing, and you can always go online, newschannel6now.com. Take a closer look at that assessment, that test that she was talking about in the upper hand that it really gives you. You know, we've talked to previous employers before about how they look for that, and if it comes down to the wire of, I have 2 great candidates and I'm looking to hire, and then this one has the testing, that could be the breaking point. So,
yeah, and they're always looking to have new businesses sign up for that.
So something else, even if you're a business owner, definitely take a look into that. Now, if you're talking about these businesses and 70 at least of them all being together looking to hire people, you know, kind of saying the obvious here, but what's the advantage of that for people at home, and why do they need to come out to this?
The advantage is it's all right there. You know, you can take a late lunch, you can leave early, or just come right at 5 because they're going to be there till 6, and they're all in the same area, and you can put your application into everyone.
Was the mall also such a central location?
Yes.
Of course, and a one-stop shop for all of these job opportunities.
And you can still go shopping afterwards.
Oh, I like that too. And we're going to hear more on Dress for Success coming up a little bit later in this program. Well, BRANDI, anything else you can share with us about why people need to get out, especially if they're students watching this morning.
At the fair, Brennan College will have a booth, so we will be giving information to anyone that's interested in taking classes with Brennan College. We'll have information about our programs and majors, as well as how you can get started at Brennan College. But just so you know, just so members of the community know, our career and technical programs have a very high success rate as far as state licensure exams. Brennan College really is preparing you with hands-on training for the jobs that are available in our area. Things like our machining program and our pharmacy tech program were started because of local job demand. So we just want you to know that we are preparing students for the jobs that are available here in our area.
All right, well, you can't beat that.
Yeah.
And Yvonne, if you can kind of just break down the different hours of the day, because you can come earlier or you can come a little bit later, and take advantage of some other things, not just going, of course, booth to booth and maybe doing interviews, so to speak, but also some other things that are going to be offered.
Sure. At 2:30, the Business for Job Hunting MSU Career Management Center will be holding. At 3 o'clock, what not to say in a job interview, United Regional. We'll have all kinds of tips on that. At 3:30, how much pay do you need? Personal money planning. At 4:30, Dress for Success, Route 21 in Maurice's. At 5:30, Bad, Better, and Great, How to Present Yourself, KAUZ.
All right, so a lot to look forward to. And like you mentioned, that Dress for Success, I understand it's going to be a fashion show.
Yes.
So you're going to see examples firsthand, so you don't want to miss that. We need to take a quick break, but we will be right back with much more on the Work Hard, Work Smart job fair that's coming up this Wednesday. Welcome back to Inside Texoma. Once again, we are talking about the Chamber's Work Hard, Work Smart job fair. It's taking place this Wednesday in Wichita Falls at Sykes Center Mall, and it all kicks off at 2 o'clock. Joining me now with a little bit more on how you can be even more prepared before you show up is Desi Vickers. She is the recruitment coordinator at United Regional, and also TRISHA McCord. She is the store manager at Maurice's. So thank you both for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
And I love this segment because Texoma, if you're planning on heading out to this job fair, this is when you really need to pay attention because they are going to give us some tips on not only, of course, what to say in that job interview and what not to say in the job interview, but also how to make sure you are dressed for success, dressed for the job you want, so to speak.
Absolutely, and it doesn't always happen. So it's really interesting to me to see what the perception is of what they feel like they do need to wear to a job interview, but our role as retail people in Maurice's is to make sure that we can dress you for that. And so we have very knowledgeable staff that you can come on in and we can dress you for the interview to help you get the job and make you look your very best and feel your very best, but also to be a little bit more versatile and to take you into maybe the evening. For instance, this jacket that I'm wearing, this is a business professional outfit. This is something you could wear, but I could take this jacket off very easily and I could throw a belt on with it like I have, and I could put this on with my jeans and a pair of heels, and I'm ready for the evening too. So we want to get you the most bang for your buck and make sure that you're taken care of in the workplace too.
And you're also hiring, right?
We are hiring. We are looking for full-time first assistant manager and also a part-time assistant manager, and we always have sales associate positions open. We do have 2 locations as well that I forgot to mention. We have a store on Greenbrier and Southwest Parkway, which was our first store to Wichita Falls, and you've been so good to us that we've opened a second store. So it's really nice to have 2 locations that you could actually go and apply for.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, I understand y'all took part in this event last year.
We did.
And this is something, you know, you've signed up again. Why did you feel that was so important to have a booth and be represented in this job fair again for our community?
Well, I feel like Maurice's plays a very important role in Wichita Falls and the surrounding areas as far as really helping women to feel and look their very best. We did that very well last year by, you know, going on the stage and showing them how to put outfits together, because there's so many women that struggle with that and they're not exactly sure. So it was important for us to come back and be a part of that, but also to be a part of letting people know that we're out there too and that we're a very strong employer and that we'd love to have some really great candidates apply with us as well.
Okay, so a lot to offer, of course. Come this Wednesday, you can stop by their booth. Also make sure you check out that fashion show again, Dress for Success. That kicks off at 4:30. Now, another thing that's going to be taking place at 3 o'clock, Desi, you're going to be taking the stage, really sharing with people what not to say during the job interview.
Yes, actually, I think that's important. I think oftentimes people just don't know. I think that interviews are nerve-wracking, and sometimes people just get held hostage by those nerves, and so it's important to kind of know a little bit about what I shouldn't say so that I don't make a mistake, because as they say, you never get a second chance to make a first impression. And really, I mean, beyond what is said, it really goes on paper too. Make sure that you give the best representation of yourself. Check spelling errors, grammar. As competitive as the job market is right now for certain positions, it's really important to set the tone on paper. I think positive energy is important when you come in. Don't speak negative of past employers or past positions, because that doesn't really make it doesn't put you in the best light.
Sure.
I think also, sometimes your nonverbal can say so much more. So if you are nervous or you have nervous tendencies, I think just being mindful of those so that you don't ruin your interview just by being fidgety or nervous or, chewing gum or bringing your cell phone into an interview. Those are no-nos. I think, the best representation that you can be of yourself is really the best reflection of you as a candidate. I would also encourage people to do some homework on the positions that you're applying to, because it's important to know a little bit about what you're applying for. I can't tell you the number of interviews I've done where I say, why did you apply for this position? And people are like, I just applied. And that doesn't always give the best impression. It's really, it helps me to know people did their research not only on our company, but they know the kind of position that they're going to be in. Definitely in healthcare, that's very important to us because we have a great responsibility to this community and we take that seriously.
Are there a couple of questions that maybe you could throw out there and give some examples of what would be a good thing to say and maybe something we should avoid? Well,
I think, when I ask the question, tell me what interests you in working at United Regional. If someone replies that, they're interested in the compensation package, I understand that's a reality that we're all, ultimately interested in, but maybe that shouldn't be the first thing that you ask about. Perhaps learn a little bit more about the position, and then the compensation information will come later. If that is a big deal, maybe call before you actually apply to get that information so that that's not the first question that you ask. Asking about vacation time during that first interview probably isn't the best footing in the right direction. So, just be professional always, speak positively about past experiences, and really let your personality shine.
Has there been something that they just did it right and it stood out in your mind? Can you give us an example of that?
I think sincerity shines through. I know that I've had a lot of interviews in my 8 years with United Regional that to pick one is kind of hard, but we have had just a lot of people that when they come through with a true desire to want to do whatever it is that they're applying for, oftentimes that comes through in their answers. I think it's okay to have a little humor in the interview too, when appropriate. Maybe not just be a jokey jokester the whole time.
Sure.
That might set the tone wrong, but just professionalism, positivity. I would agree that dressing for the success that's critically important because I'm very old-fashioned, and so I like to see someone dressed up. And being on time also is important. Those aren't necessarily spoken topics, but it sure really does make a good impression in the interview tone.
Let me ask you about this. Can you be overdressed for the job interview?
I would say yes in some cases. I've had people that I could tell really made the great effort, but perhaps it wasn't as appropriate for the position that they've applied for. So I think being conservative in my world is better than to be too flashy. I think, sometimes you can maybe have too much perfume on or, and be a little too flashy in certain instances. I always appreciate effort, I do. But yeah, I think in my world I've seen where maybe they've been a little overdressed.
I would agree. I feel like there's times where it's appropriate and where it's not, and I think that's where it comes down to making sure that you are given the proper help when you're getting ready for that.
Sure.
But you also have one chance to make that first impression, so just remember, one chance to make a first impression. You'll always get it right.
Well, ladies, thanks again for joining us this morning. Lots of great tips, and like we mentioned just a little bit earlier, they're going to be sharing even more this Wednesday at the Chamber's Work Hard, Work Smart Job Fair. Now, don't go anywhere. We're also going to hear from even more employers who are looking to hire. It's all after the break on Inside Texoma. Welcome back to Inside Texoma. Once again, we are talking about the Chamber's Work Hard, Work Smart Job Fair this Wednesday, Wichita Falls at Sykes Center Mall, and it all kicks off at 2 o'clock. Joining me now, those looking to hire. Mary Beth Leach is the owner and operator of Chick-fil-A in Wichita Falls that is set to open pretty soon. Also, Marcie Frank, she is the Associate Director of AT&T. Thank you for being here. And Bo Bailey, he is the Community Liaison for Ulm Corporation. So, Bo, thank you for being here as well. Well, we, of course, are excited about all of you taking time to be here, and I know those at home who are looking for a job are excited as well, because you each are looking to hire, you know, from anywhere from 50 to 100 people, or I believe 85 is the highest. So a lot of opportunities that we're going to get to, and you're just 3 of, I understand, 70 different organizations and businesses that are going to be out there this Wednesday. And Mary Beth, I'd like to just kind of start with you, and being a new business not only at this job fair, but also in the community.
Yes, the entire city. We are so excited, so ready to open. We're set to open about June 13th, if we all keep our fingers crossed. And the chamber's just been so wonderful. Welcomed us in and asked us to be a part of this job fair, and we were so excited. We have everything to fill. All positions, full-time, part-time, everything. So we're starting from the ground up.
Absolutely, and it's coming along.
It
so
is.
You can see it being built.
It has been long awaited. We understand there's a lot of anticipation behind that, and so we're ready. We're excited. So I know everybody else is.
And you said that you're looking to hire anywhere from 75 to 85 employees,
yes, ma'am.
Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So that's a lot of people, a lot of opportunities for you to come out. Of course, Wednesday, meet Mary Beth. Of course, come ready, dress for success. And we've heard a little bit about what not to say in job interviews. Is there anything you can share with us, though, just kind of starting with you, whenever it comes to hiring and those approaching you, any tips you have? Because I know there's a lot of nerves.
It is, and we understand that it's nerve-wracking to come up there. I think as she spoke in the last segment, being honest helps. Sometimes some people get so nervous they end up just kind of babbling, and so just come in, be sincere, be honest. We have every position available. Of course, we're a service-oriented business, and so people that have a sincere gift to serve people is what we're looking for. And so just that sincerity is wonderful, and don't be late.
Don't be late. Being on time, is that important,
yes.
Would you say, for each of you?
Yes, very much
definitely.
So. Mm-hmm.
What about you? Is there something that you really look for?
Sincerity and honesty, kind of like Mary Beth said, and being attendance is a big thing with AT&T. We need you there every day. It's a call center environment. You're talking to customers that are wanting to pay their bills, and sometimes it's harder for customers to pay in this economy, so you have to find different ways to convince them to pay how it's in their best benefit to pay. So just to be there on time and be there for our customers is very important.
What are some of the skills that you may be looking for as well, then?
We take people with no experience in call centers. You can have no experience, 10 years at call center experience. We want people that are wanting to work. We've been interviewing since March, and we found a lot of people just not showing up. So show up and just show us that you are prepared, and don't give us the answers that we're looking for. Give us just honest answers. So.
What would you say is the best benefit about working for AT&T?
There's so many. I've been there 17 years, and I can't say anything bad about the company. We have good benefits. We have vacation days. We have 401k. And it's a great environment to work for. We're a family. We're there all day. We're open from 7 a.m. to 8:15, Mondays through Saturdays. So, just being there, getting to know people, networking. So it's just a positive, atmosphere. So.
17 years, that says a lot if you've been with the company that long.
Yes, ma'am, I love it. Mm-hmm.
And Mr. Bailey, what about Ulm Corporation, new to our community as well, and also looking to hire?
They are. It's a family-owned business. The Ulm brothers, that's where the company gets the name. They are very involved, hard-working family group, and we're out there looking for an opportunity to hire, anywhere from 50 to 75 people. They're in the logistics business, transportation logistics business, and it's a great outfit to work for. It just really is.
What are some of the skills that maybe people need to have if Ulm is really the direction they would like to go?
The key thing right now is we're looking for commercial or CDL drivers. They have to have a couple of different type of endorsements, something called hazmat and tanker, and we're willing to train. So if you can come in and you've got some sort of experience driving CDL, commercial vehicles, we'll get you out there and get you trained. Right now we're concentrating on a lot of crude hauling and the experience level around this part of the country is not that it's conducive to hiring people that have actual experience. So there's a lot of hands-on training. We're going to be working with Vernon College sooner than later to develop a CDL course, driving course. So they have a long-term commitment to the community, and we really want to get people to come out and go to work. It's that simple. You know, we're looking for other positions as well. The main thing right now is the concentration on drivers. That's the big thing. So,
any tips that you have for people who are going to be coming up, you know, maybe to your area on Wednesday, and what they need to know to kind of ease some of that anxiety they may be feeling?
I think the biggest thing to think of first is just come and be relaxed. There's nothing worse when you sit down with somebody that you're going to interview with and they're so nervous, they're just, you know, breaking a sweat or stuttering and stammering, and it's for nothing other than just nerves. Just be comfortable, be relaxed, be yourself, be on time. That's always, you know, a key thing for everyone, I think. And dress appropriate, and that's why I think the Dress for Success fashion show and the association with Psych Center Mall is very important as well.
And you know, Bo, from a personal standpoint, I understand you've been involved, of course, in the program and the job fair before. So what can you tell us, kind of some insight to this?
You know, last year when I sat down with Michael Paris and some of the others at the Chamber of Commerce, and we were discussing a job fair. This was when I was working as a general manager at Psych Center Mall. And it was a huge opportunity for the community to be involved, a central location, and having been there and seen how the first year went, it was a huge success. I don't recall the numbers of the actual hired, but there was a lot of connections and networking that was done, and I know it led to several people finding a job, and possibly even in a career they didn't think they were even suited for. I believe it's a huge opportunity for everybody in the community. You know, whether you're unemployed or underemployed, as a lot of people are these days, it's a huge opportunity to come out. And having seen the turnout from the community, it was wonderful. Your retailers, your businesses showing support and being there, that's the biggest thing.
Absolutely. And you have kind of even a personal story that I'd like for you just to kind of share with the Chick-fil-A and a connection to this area as well, bringing the company to Wichita Falls. It's personal to you as well, correct?
It is. I'm from Abilene, but my mom's side of the family is from Holiday. And so I remember spending Thanksgivings and Christmas here, and we'd come to town and go Black Friday shopping here in Wichita Falls. And so we've always been familiar with this area. And so now we're all here. Got my husband and kids here with us, and we're ready to go.
Ready to open the store,
we
of course. And
we
you
are.
said in June is the expected date.
Yes, we're hoping for June 13th.
I know you said you're looking to hire a lot of different areas, of course. But what are some of the things, some of the skills? You said customer service.
We serve. I mean, we don't have a job, you know, if people aren't happy, and so we're there to serve everybody. And we believe in the second mile service concept and going above and beyond. And so we're looking for that. Leadership positions, you know, we're closed on Sundays, so that's always a plus. We work around school schedules, and we're also looking for a marketing director. So that's another more professional, you know, position if people want to submit resumes for that.
Why do you think Chick-fil-A would be a great place for someone in our community to work?
It is. We're, you know, as they've mentioned before, a team atmosphere. We're a family. I'm very close with all my employees and all of our leadership, and, you know, we all grow together. We love to build leadership, build people, and help people achieve their goals. And so it's not just kind of a quick job for some people, you know, and we enjoy that. We like that a lot.
Cannot go wrong, it sounds like, either one. I know there's lots of different perks for each one, and, you know, lots of different interests, so lots of different opportunities, of course. And I appreciate each one of you being here this morning and giving us some insight. And I know a lot of people are looking forward to Wednesday, and they're all looking forward to, of course, meeting you on Wednesday. Well, we need to take another quick break, but we're going to, of course, remind you of that schedule, have you take another look, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more Inside Texoma. Welcome back to Inside Texoma. Once again, we have been talking about the Chamber's Work Hard, Work Smart Job Fair. This Wednesday, we've been giving you the ins and out of what you can expect Texoma, and it all kicks off 2 o'clock, Yvonne.
Yes, definitely. This is the perfect time for folks to come out. If they're looking for a job, or if they have a job and they're not happy with their job. We changed the hours from last year. Last year it started, I believe, at 10 o'clock, and we went through the whole day. And it was a little bit too much. So this time we want to make it easier for those that have a table, and of course we still have tables available. Everything's free, so it's like, why in the world would you not want to be a part of this, whether you're a business or if you're looking for a job?
Why did you feel it was so important to continue the job fair stage and really all the neat tips and things that are going to be taking place?
Folks need to know. The Chamber's goal is to not only help the businesses, whether they're expanding or looking for someone, we just want to help the community.
And that's exactly what that does. Again, another look at the job fair stage, lots of different things. As she mentioned, you know, even if you're not looking for a job at this time, but you want to come out there and check it out from 2:30 all the way to 5:30, lots of great things for you to come out and see Texhoma. Well, Yvonne, again, we appreciate your time and really, you know, giving us a closer look at what we can expect on Wednesday. And News Channel 6 going to be out there as well. So Texhoma, we hope to see you Wednesday. It all kicks off at 2 o'clock at Sykes Center Mall in Wichita Falls. Well, thanks for joining us this morning. As always, we'll see you back here next Sunday morning for another look inside Texhoma.